Welcome back to another piece of content. This is Mr. Soul Dolo. Hope all is well with you guys, man. And I'm going to be discussing about the effects that selfish people have on others. And with selfish people, the topic of that, we're going to be breaking down a verse, a scripture of Ecclesiastes 7:7, what pertains to the effects that selfish people have on others. Now, on my last video, I talked about how people will change in the end times when it pertains to their behaviors, when it pertains to their attitudes, their personality, and listed was the behavior of selfishness. A lot of people today are behaving very selfishly. They have selfish behavior. Now there's a certain time and place to be selfish. Obviously, right? You have to have a selfish season, in your life. But you have to know when to have that selfish season. Because at the end of the day, the Most High did not put you on this earth to be selfish. I hope you know that. I hope you know that the Most High did not place you on this earth to be selfish. Because your purpose in this lifetime, it revolves around you serving the Most High and also being a blessing and a benefit to other people, not to yourself. It comes down to you being a blessing and a benefit and a value to other people. You know what I'm saying? Selfish is one of the personality types of changed people, right? Of changed people in the end times. So I want to break that down. When it comes to rampant selfishness, it has produced an epidemic of mental and emotional distress. And Ecclesiastes 7:7 in KJV version, it says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." And in other versions, it states, "But oppression can drive the wise one into madness, and a bribe corrupts the heart." So what do you guys think that this scripture is saying? When I look at the scripture, Ecclesiastes 7:7, I look at the numbers 777, right, instantly. And when I look at those numbers, I think of gambling. I think of the casino slot machines, right? Now, I know this may be a little bit off topic or may not pertain to a selfish person, but just bear with me. When you think of slot machines, you think of the other number 777. That is the lucky number when it comes down to winning money, right? You may see 777 when you win, right? And that's the goal, to get those numbers in order, right? 3 of those 7s. When you're on those slot machines, you're gambling, right? And when you lose money, when you gamble your own money and you lose it, it can drive you into madness. Like you just lost money that you gambled in a casino, and then you put money in a slot machine to try and win a prize, only to not win, only to not get those 3 sevens in order, right? Not to get those 3 sevens. You waste your money and you come away with nothing. You gambled your money for nothing, but you were hoping to win something, and you came away with nothing. And of course, that's going to drive a man, perhaps a wise man, into madness, right? It may drive you into madness. I mean, who would not be mad if they just gambled away their hard-earned money, and it turned out they won nothing? They came away from the casino, the slot machines, with nothing in their hand. How mad would you be if you're a gambler and you came out the casino with nothing left, and you bargained all your money for a prize, and you came out the loser? You came out empty-handed. That'll make you feel pretty mad now, would it? All that money gone to waste. It will drive you into madness. The other part of this scripture is, and a bribe corrupts the heart. What if somebody would come to you and they bribed you into doing something for them, right? Something for something, right? Perhaps money. But they are willing to pay you to do something nefarious or do some dirt to get that money back, right? That person saw that you lost some money, that you're coming away empty-handed, and now someone comes to you with a bribe. And that bribe is something, of money, right? I'll pay you if you do this for me. And it could be something completely evil, nefarious. And that person that was driven into madness because he lost all his money, because he gambled away all his money, he's willing to take a bribe to get that money back. If it means to compromise his character, compromise his integrity, compromise his morals, and to do dirt and to do something nefarious and evil to get that money back. That bribe ultimately corrupted his heart. That bribe ultimately corrupted his heart. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Hopefully that did not go over y'all's head. And hopefully, when it comes down to selfish people, you understand how they can work. Selfish people can be driven to do a lot of messed up things in order to get what they want. People don't really realize that being selfish all the time is a bad thing. It can lead you into doing things that you don't normally do. When you love money, you're controlled by greed and also selfishness. When you're greedy, you love money, you're bound to be selfish, right? You're bound to be selfish because you love money so much. You want all the money. And when you have all the money, you're selfish. You don't want to give it away. You don't want to help people in need. You don't want to help the homeless. You don't want to go to these soup kitchens and you don't want to spread the wealth. No, you want it all for yourself. Not only are you greedy, but you're selfish. You're selfish. I had to really ponder on this scripture when I read it. And when I saw the number 77, and I know it may sound crazy to some of you people, but to me, this is what I took away from the scripture. You know, oppression can drive the wise one into madness. Oppression can mean, being a victim of racial profiling. You know what I'm saying? Our people being oppressed for 400 years, ultimately that drove us into madness. It did. Black people being oppressed for so many years, it made us mad. It really did. And when we took a bribe, that compromised our character and our moral compass, it corrupted the heart. It corrupted our heart. I mean, that's pretty much a foreshadow of what's happening today. And so many of colored people, they let oppression drive them into madness. They take a bribe and it corrupts their hearts. You know what I'm saying? But I instantly thought, for me, when I was reading this, I thought about 777, thought about the slot machine, I thought about gambling, the casino. I happened to work in a casino. And on a widened door, it just happens to say 777. Like, it's in front of me. I can't miss it. I see it. When you see those numbers on a slot machine, that means you won something, right? Right? You're happy. You want to see those numbers because that means you won something. But when you don't see those numbers and you're paying your hard-earned money to gamble and on these slot machines hoping to win something, hoping to win the big bucks, you leave that casino with nothing, empty-handed. Someone tries to come at you with a bribe. That could potentially corrupt your heart and make you do things that goes against your character just for the money. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. And hopefully I made that point clear. Hopefully that you guys understood the point I was trying to make with that. And if it happened to go over your head, I apologize. But for me, when I saw that scripture and I was reading it, I had to really ponder on that and think about that scripture. And that's immediately what I thought of. Like, wow. That makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense to me.